Hey everybody, it's me Zach, this is Potato, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me Zach, and can you believe, well here's what I want you to do, to try to believe, okay? Picture it. You're the wonderful YouTube reaction channel Zachary Michael. And you are saying, like, I already filmed a video for the day. Yes, I still have to edit it, but, like, I already filmed it. Let me treat myself to a nice little mani and a pedi. I'm not showing the feet. I'm not showing the feet. But let me treat myself, get these Barbie pink nails. Let's do it and just enjoy ourselves, relax before you have to stream on Twitch. Everything's gonna be fine. What could go wrong? And then you're scrolling through Twitter and get notifications that are like, oh my god, Zach, girl world is self-destructing. Oh my god, Zach, we need to know. We need the tea. We need it right now. Come on, Zach. Come on, Zach. I'm like, what is going on? And then you go click on Amberlynn Reed's channel and she has a video posted, We Broke Up. That's it. That's the title. That's what it is. And it's 10 and a half minutes long. Nearly 10 and a half minutes long. Girlies, I wasn't expecting this today. Wifey was so perfect. Wifey's wonderful. What are we gonna do without Wifey? What are we gonna do without Wifey's baritone voice? Sexy baritone voice, might I add, but baritone voice. What are we gonna do without her appendages showing up in a video? How is Amberlynn gonna survive without the most supportive girlfriend she's ever had, ever? I don't know. I need the tea. I need the information. And yes, I did film a whole ass other video today. I might still post it tomorrow. Probably will still post it tomorrow, pending no other shenanigans happening between now and then. It's a foodie beauty video, so don't get too excited. I revisited her for one day and one day only. So that'll be coming tomorrow, and it'll kind of probably sound weird because I'll be saying this, that, the other in it. But anyways, honestly, I guess let's just get to. Oh, the only other thing is, for whatever reason, the link to my merch shop wasn't in the description of my video yesterday, so I'll make sure it's there today, and maybe even pin a comment in case you're looking for it, because I know a lot of people are like, Zach, I looked for the link to your merch shop and I couldn't find it, so I'll make sure it's findable. That's why I decided to wear this again today. Actually, I really only wore it for the video yesterday because this just came in the mail, so it's not gross, and if you think it's gross, well, deal with it. I have to react to this video right meow. Let's get to, shall we? And also, it's not lost on me, I just had this thought, it's not lost on me, she literally just posted a video talking about how, like, hot her first time with Wifey was, and how she was on fire or whatever, which is concerning, but also just like, how did we get here? How did we get here? That was the last video Amberlynn posted on her channel. How did we get here? Is it because she talked about Destiny too much? Zach, let's just watch the video. Watch the video. Push play, and let's go.
Hello. So, I don't know if I'm gonna regret this, but...
Regret what?
I don't know, it's like a little video diary. But, Feline and I have broken up. It was mutual.
What? Was it? Was it? Because literally just a couple days ago you were talking about that fire pussycat. That if I recall correctly. Also, why would we regret this? What's to regret? If you broke up, you broke up.
I have a freaking headphone thing in. It just...
Maybe she says she's regretting it because, or she might regret it because she wants to get back with her? I don't know.
It was mutual, and like, I'm wearing the same thing I was wearing yesterday. Like, I did have makeup. Like, I have cried it all off completely. I can't stop crying. I feel like I'm mourning, like, a death. Like, knowing that one day, like, I'm just gonna wake up and she's not there. It's,
What do you mean one day? Also, what do you mean one day? Or you're broken up? Well, I guess she's probably still living in the same space with you, at least temporarily. She's not even from Kentucky originally, so she probably needs some time to get up and move out.
It's a different type of pain, because, like, I envisioned my whole future with her. And I know she did the same. And this was mutual. There has, like, I'm going to speak for myself.
Well, that's all you can do, bestie. I don't know. I don't know who else you can speak for.
There has been some things that just, like,
just
I
like,
have to go into detail. Love just isn't enough sometimes. And
bestie, I honestly, I understand why you wouldn't want to say everything. I really do. I get that. I feel that. Like, but also, it's just been too many times in recent history where you've been like, there's just some things going on. I want the details. Everything was allegedly so perfect. What happened? What happened?
I know what I'm worth.
Okay.
I know it might not be, like, a lot to some people, but I know, like, what I deserve, and I know what I want, and I just need to be single. I literally have cried. Oh, my head hurts so bad. Sorry. I have done nothing but literally cry.
I am a little surprised to hear her being like, I need what I need. I know what my worth is, and I just need to be single for a while, because that's out of character for literally every breakup I've ever watched Amberlynn Reed do on YouTube. Every single one has always been like, she doesn't know what she's gonna do without this person, and she never stays single for that long. I mean, even with Wifey, it was literal, like, weeks, maybe a couple weeks before she had moved on to Wifey from Becky. TBH. It just makes me wonder, like, is she trying to frame this, or is she trying to say, like, I don't obviously know what happened, but is she trying to say, like, she instigated this? Like, she got it started? I mean, I know she said it was mutual, but the way she's making it sound is like this is something she really wanted.
And cry, and cry, and cry. For the last, like, 24 hours. This happened literally before fireworks last night.
Oh.
I don't know what to say. Like, I know there's probably going to be a lot of people questioning.
Wait, also, so she filmed this on July 5th. So she's been sitting on this at least a little bit, because she said in the Q&A video that it was July 4th, and that's when she was going to see the fireworks. So she filmed this then yesterday on July 5th, and she sat with it long enough to be like, yeah, I'm posting it.
And saying you seemed so happy, and yeah, like, the relationship I had with Feline was literally the most passionate relationship I've ever been in.
Was it?
But on both sides of the spectrum.
I mean, I guess in comparison, it never really felt passionate between her and Becky, and I don't know. I would say that I would have found your relationship with Destiny to be more genuine from what I watched. I guess it's just hard to say, like, how passionate or genuine or authentic this relationship was, because let's all be very fucking serious right now. We rarely actually saw them interact together on camera. Like, we don't know what that actually looked like, because Wifey never fully was a part of the channel.
On both sides. And I just... she's my best friend, and...
You've said that before.
It's like she wants to help me with this move. I will be moving.
Oh.
She will be moving.
Where are you moving to?
We have a timeline of when that's going to be happening.
When are we moving?
Just look around.
When are we moving and where are we moving? Listen, if this breakup leads to some more interesting content, like, yeah, it's hard. I want to be empathetic. I'm trying to be empathetic that she is going through a breakup with somebody she allegedly loved. But also, if it leads to, like, you getting out of this house, out of this apartment, and moving somewhere else and doing something else, I just am also like, how are you going to do it? I mean, I had these same thoughts when she broke up with Becky, too. It's like, how are you going to do anything without Wifey? How are you going to make things happen and work without Wifey's presence, you know? Are you gonna just order everything in? You can't drive. It's not like you're, like, mobile enough to, like, walk a long distance and then continue to go, like, shopping for groceries and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I'm starting to feel conflicted because, like, I feel like, if anything, that has to be, like, a sad prospect of a future, let alone, like, the idea of breaking up with somebody that you love.
It's like I look over in my kitchen and I'm like, that's the first place she kissed me. But then there's also probably a bad memory in that same spot.
In the kitchen? I'm sure there is. Also, it is confusing because I just, like, wow. It's just, like, opening up so many more questions. Like, could this also be part of the reason she's not doing weight loss surgery anymore? Like, a big part of doing weight loss surgery was connected to, at least what she told us, Wifey helping pay for that. So, like, maybe Wifey was having second thoughts about that, didn't want to help out with it, because obviously the relationship has been on the rocks. Which is also just what is so confusing, too, about Amberlynn, is that, you know, things could have been bad for a long time with Wifey, and we just never heard about it, which, like, I get. I probably wouldn't want to air my relationship problems and challenges on the internet either. But it's very just reminiscent of a lot of things on Amberlynn's channel, like how she said that she had been thinking about not wanting to do weight loss surgery for a month, but we didn't hear about that, even though she talked about weight loss surgery every day until she decided she really wasn't going to do it. You know, it's just one of those things where it's just like, this is why it's, like, always hard to, like, really feel like you're getting the full, real, true Amberlynn, because there's so much she doesn't tell us.
You know, it's like, not everything is perfect behind the scenes.
Sure.
Honestly, it doesn't even matter why we broke up.
I would like to know, though.
And we both have our own reasons, but she's my other half of my heart, and
I've heard that from you before. I've heard that from you before.
But we can't be in a relationship.
Also, I think I'm just, like, imagining things, but there's this little, like, on the side here, like, if you're watching, it's, like, right here somewhere, and it's just, like, a little round, like, it looks like a circle of something that I don't recognize to be wall art, and I feel like I see it move every once in a while. Is that Wifey sitting next to you right now? Is Wifey in the room with us right now? Probably not.
I just don't even
it's
know
probably
what to say.
not.
Like,
That's probably that. I don't think that's Wifey. I think I'm imagining things.
Off the phone with my mom and talk to her because I just needed someone. I just needed someone that isn't her, you know? Because Colleen is my best friend and I'm her best friend, and it's like... Well,
she's probably the only person you really interact with, let's be honest. I mean, I know you got these alleged friends, but Wifey's the only one that we really know exists, so yeah, I would guess she's your best friend.
It's kind of hard to cry to the person that you're losing.
Sure.
Colleen and I both have been crying literally all day. I have never, ever, ever, ever seen her cry this much. And
okay.
Even just calling her Feline is so hard because Bambi and Feline, like...
Well, then stop. Let's just call her what her actual name is, then. It's so silly that we've been acting like we don't know what her real name is this whole time, bestie. It's very silly.
It's not a thing anymore. I also think, like, I'm partially in shock.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It's like, how do I go on? I literally just feel like something I've always experienced is, like, when I experience heartbreak, I feel it physically. Like, it physically feels like I've lost, like, a limb or
I think that's probably a poor choice of words, because yeah, you're gonna be losing some limbs in your future videos. Sorry to make a joke out of that, but like literally all we know about Wifey is that she's limbs. We get the arm, we get the other arm, the leg, the other leg. Yeah, you are losing a limb. You really are.
I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like I was hit by a truck 1,000,000 times over.
Oh
just
my God.
repeatedly, over and over and over.
Bestie.
Like, I just feel like I can't live without her, but I know that I have to, because it's just... Like, I know what I deserve. Even though sometimes I act like I hate myself, like I act like it. There's a part of me that cares. And I care about Feline as well. It's like, she deserves the fucking world.
I continue to be confused by the I know what I deserve statement, because the way you've always presented Wifey is that she's like the best support system you've ever had, the best girlfriend you've ever had. Nobody's ever treated you as well as she has. And so now I'm just confused. I would like more information, please, Amberlynn.
And it's like I could only give her a part of it. I could only give her a part of it when I want to give her the whole thing.
Okay.
And by breaking up, you know what? I kind of am. I don't want to, like, shower. I don't want to do anything. I kind of just want to, like, eat. I just want to eat.
Let's not do all that. Let's not do all that. Let's keep it moving. Let's pick ourselves up, girly. Let's not let a woman come in between you and your goals. Like, if you are going to be out here saying you know what you deserve, then you know what you don't deserve is to sabotage yourself because you're sad. All right? Pick yourself up. Let's go. I mean, be sad. Be sad. But I'm saying, like, that's not going to help you. That's not going to help you. You know? You be sad, feel your feelings, but doing all those things, not showering, just eating whatever you want, you know that's not going to help you.
I just want to eat. I just want to turn to food. I want to numb it out.
Well, let's not do that.
I'm just lost. Because like I said, I don't know who I am.
You know what's interesting about that? What's interesting about that is that people were commenting and highlighting that part of, like, her saying, like, I don't know who I am, blah, 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 and saying that it was, like, a setup for her to talk more about, like, why she couldn't go through with weight loss surgery and things like that. If anything, now it feels like that was, like, premeditated to be like, I don't know who I am without this girlfriend. Like, girl, you've lived so many years of your life without this woman. You can continue to live many more. And I feel like I started this out a little jokey, but now I'm just like, I feel like I just need to talk her up. We need to pep her up, prep her up. What are the words I'm looking for? Lift her up, no matter how hard it might be, and pick yourself up, girl. Pick yourself up. You have only been dating Wifey for a couple years. You have lived 30 other years of your life without her. You are a whole ass human being without her. This is how I would talk to a friend if they came to me about a breakup. Like, girl, let's go. Let's go. Feel your feelings. Cry it out. But let's not do anything destructive.
And I'm just ready to be single. And I'm going to be living on my own.
Okay, work.
And I don't want to say where. I don't want to say when.
Of course. Well, I wouldn't expect you to give us too many details about anything, Amberlynn.
As much as YouTube has, like, drastically fucked with me in my life, it has also been one of the most amazing things that I am so grateful for.
Okay,
and
work.
It's like, for me, just talking and talking and talking is so therapeutic. And it helps me understand myself. I know a lot of people aren't like that. They're not an open book.
Sure.
But YouTube has been there for me for a decade, and it's not going to stop.
All very interesting. I think there are probably some other outlets that you could be processing some of this with and still doing the talking. And also find that interesting that like that this is a place that both makes you feel miserable and happy or better, you know? Lots to unpack there. Lots to unpack there.
It's not going to stop. So I want to document, everything to the best of my ability.
Of course.
Obviously, I'm not going to share everything, the real personal stuff, because
why
we broke up, it doesn't matter.
Why would you share details about anything? Of course you're not. And of course you're not, especially if it makes you look bad in any kind of way, which, like, I don't know, considering how your last 2 breakups went. I'm just like, you better probably just hope that Wifey wants to continue staying anonymous on the internet for a long time.
It happened, though, and I have to move on. I have to move forward, and
sure.
So does she. And it just feels like a nightmare. It feels like an absolute nightmare.
Well, I
know that it has to happen.
Like,
and I have to keep reminding myself of that.
Yeah, and I'm here to tell you what I would tell a friend who had been through several recent breakups that I've witnessed. Like, you've made it through every time. Yeah, and maybe all it will take is another lesbian reaching out to you in the Instagram DMs, and you'll be ready to move on. But, like, you'll get through it. Love finds a way. Life finds a way. Let's go, bestie.
That it has to happen, and I have to keep a healthy distance from her, because, like, she's still trying to hug me and stuff like that, and I have to tell her, like, I can't. Like, it hurts too bad.
I don't understand why you keep having these issues with the girlies every time we break up with somebody. I don't understand that. Because this is 3 in a row of, like, you having to figure out boundaries when you break up with a girlfriend and continue to be around them all the time. Yeah.
And in the past, like, I didn't want my ex to not sleep in the bed with me, but I don't want her in the bed with me. And I slept without her last night, and it was horrible.
Okay.
I have very, very, very bad abandonment issues. Like, this is due to, like, childhood shit. Like, I have been abandoned. I was abandoned during the time of your life when you shouldn't be.
Sure.
I have a lot of, like...
You know what all this is also making me think? About how in your last video you said it had been 3 weeks since you went to this therapist that you said you were going to keep going to after the 12 appointments. I feel like you better ring that therapist up and knock on his door and say, "Hey, it's me, Amberlynn. I've got some stuff to unpack with you. Hi, open up." 'Cause, girl, a lot of this sounds like stuff you could talk to them about. I know I'm being, like, goofy, silly, whoever, whatever. I'm just saying, like, seems like something we could do, It seems like something we should do. Just, like, from a pure point of, like, let's help you out.
Fears that are irrational, but also very rational. I hate sleeping alone. I hate it more than anything. But I know that I have to detach myself.
Well, yeah, it's about to be your reality, girl.
Things. And I have to be strong. I have to do this. It's freaking hard.
Sure.
It's terrifying. The unknown. Everything that I have to do. All the I's I have to dot. All the T's I have to cross. Just to get to my destination. And I mean that, like, physically, but also figuratively, metaphorically, whatever it may be. It's
of
just
course.
There's so much.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just feel really freaking lost right now. And I need a shoulder. I need a shoulder to cry on.
I mean, like,
I don't have anybody.
I think, well, first of all, what about them friends? First of all, what about all them friends you got? You know, you have so many friends. Where are they at, bestie? I mean, the reality is that if they do exist, they're probably all people she met through Wifey, right? Like, that's probably why she can't go cry on their shoulder if they do exist, you know? Because, like, otherwise, how else is she meeting people? All of her friends ever have either come from YouTube or are people that she's met through her partners. So, but also, like, I think what I was gonna say before that thought came to my mind, what I was gonna say is, like, this should be a good, like, motivator to, like, one, like, let's make some progress in all of our goals outside of a relationship, right? Like, let's make some progress on our weight loss and things like that so you can go and do the things you want to do. And then two, if you do all of those things, you'll be able to meet people. You'll be able to build your own friends that aren't connected to a partner. Like, Noel and I have so many friends in common, friends of our own that we've, like, now shared with one another, things like that. But, like, if all of my friends strictly came just from Noel, I don't know what I would do with myself, you know? It's good to have friends outside of your partner, outside of your partner's friends, and so, like, just keep these things in mind. I know you're very opposed to learning from past mistakes, but, like, before we jump into another relationship, or even if you do jump into another relationship, I feel like those are things to consider, you know? Finding your own friends. Who in Kentucky is your friend that you didn't meet through a partner, you know?
I don't have anybody here. Kentucky's not for me. It never has been for me.
There you go.
I came here for somebody, stayed here for somebody.
Exactly.
And I was stuck here with somebody.
Exactly.
All three different people. And
exactly.
now I get to be free. And that's it's wild.
Well, to be fair, you also could have been free after Becky, but it was like a week or two later and Wifey was in your DMs, bestie. So, like, what do you, you've always had the opportunity. You just never have chosen it.
That's wild. I don't know, you guys. I'll keep you updated, but that's kind of all I have for now.
Well, there you go.
I'm gonna go cry in a pillow or something.
All right, take care of yourself, bestie. I know I'm being, like, facetious and silly. Parts of that are because, I mean, this is not my first Amberlynn Reid breakup. I literally started watching her channel around the time that she broke up with Destiny, and it's so interesting to think about the like, similarities in all of the breakups, and also, obviously, the differences. I mean, I think all of the different partners brought something different to the channel, obviously. But her response, I feel like, has always been the same. It's like this feeling of despair, like I can't keep going on. There's no way I can live without this person. This person's my other half, my whole heart, blah, 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 blah. Like, all of those things are very much in line with all the other things. And so when you're being that, like, extreme about the way you talk about somebody, but you've talked about somebody that way 3 times now in a row, at least that I've watched. For me, it's like, to some extent, I'm like, girl, not every single person is going to be that person. I don't know, just in my opinion. But you know what? I also can acknowledge at the same time that, like, losing somebody is hard. And you know, I'm curious to see where things go from here. I don't feel like we really learned a lot outside of, like, I mean, obviously the fact that you could read from the title, which is that they broke up. And I guess really the only other thing that we learned is that she does have a plan to move somewhere without Wifey. But outside of those things, like, it was mostly just her saying that some things happened and what happened doesn't really matter, and she's not really going to share things, which is, I guess, what I should have expected, to be honest with you. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm curious to see where this is going, because I feel like it's going to, at the very least, have some opportunity for interesting content. I am also still thinking about, like, the connection to her not doing weight loss surgery, and I'm kind of curious about how much of those different things impacted one another. But, you know, that's something that maybe will come out in time. Maybe Wifey will pull a Destiny and start talking shit on the internet. Who knows? Who knows? But certainly not what I expected. And yeah, that's all. That's all I got. I do have to go stream on Twitch. I wasn't planning on filming this, so I'm probably gonna go stream on Twitch and then edit this whenever it's done, and I don't know, go from there. But thanks so much for being here today, besties. Again, I'm curious to know your thoughts. If you're brand new to my channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I had so much fun today. I hope you did too, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!